connection. It's not just important to come and hear something and sing something. Those are very valuable things. Trust me, I believe in that. But it's so valuable to be able to have these types of connections as well. You know, as I've been talking with people over the past couple of weeks about this idea of mentorship, there's a couple themes that came out, and maybe this came out in your conversations too. Number one is that there's always intentionality. People who have made a difference in our life were very intentional. Whether it was a specific program or whether it was just them saying, let me grab some coffee with you or do something, there was deep intentionality. It's so important. And the other thing that there seems to be a theme of is that there seems to be people that when they make a difference in our life, they believe in the abilities that we have. They somehow believe in us, maybe at times more than we believe in ourselves. You guys saw that in some of the conversations that you were having about mentors? Well, you know what? This is an important thing. Today, this whole month actually, you can see inside your program, we're talking about growing our relationships. And every week this month, we really want to invest in this idea. How do we grow in the way that God actually wants our relationships to grow? Because God cares about all our relationships. And today we wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about mentorship. You know, there's a picture that you might use that's always been helpful for me. It's almost like a lake. If we don't have anything pouring in, if a lake doesn't have a source coming into it, pretty soon it'll dry up. If we don't have somebody pouring into our life, we start to dry up. I hope that every single one of us in this room has somebody that cares about you. I hope that you have somebody that believes in you, that is going to encourage you, and it's not about what they get out of it. It's because they care about seeing you grow, to reach your potential. I know I've had so many people in my life who have poured into me that way. I wouldn't be the same person without that. And that's what I want for all of us here. Without having somebody pour into us, doesn't matter how old we are, we need somebody who cares about us, not because of them, but because they actually care about who we are. Without that, we start to dry up. And we don't want to be that. So we need that inflow into our life. But also, there's a picture in the Bible, we even see about this one place called the Dead Sea. And it's a Dead Sea because there's nothing going out from it. And so the water there it's got such a high salt content that nothing lives in there. You can actually go there and float in that pretty easily. Without anything going out, we start to have problems and everything starts to die. A good, healthy state for all of us is where we have people pouring into us and where we have a place that we can pour into others. So I'm going to do something. So that's part of the reason that we wanted to start this month talking about mentorship, because I want you to be poured into and I want you to have a place to pour out. Now, there are seasons in life that we need to just say, I need to take a break. But I want to give you a couple things. First of all, if you are in a place that you're saying, I would love to have somebody who actually pulls me aside, is intentional with me, cares about my growth. If you don't have that, you're missing out on something special. So I'm going to give you a couple ways, okay? Go ahead and pull out your connection card because I'm going to give you some very clear ways that you can connect, and we're going to follow up. We don't want to just talk about ideas. We want to help you with this. And the first one is purpose coaching. If you are in your life maybe saying, I don't know what my purpose is, or I'm not really living out my life purpose, we have people here at this church who will help you discover and live out your purpose. One-on-one, they're going to help you. So if you'd like that, if you want someone to pour into you through purpose, just write down on the back, you can just write down the feedback place, just write down PC for purpose coach, all right? And we will connect you with one. All right. Now, maybe you're interested in just finding a way to walk with people, maybe more of a general thing. And one of the ways that you can get people to pour into you, we have a bunch of different teams, and a lot of them are done through ministries. Today, I saw something so awesome, and I didn't even tell this person, but today, when there was a team setting up for all of the wires and all the things that we have going on here, I saw one of the people with his daughter, and he was just showing her how to wrap the wires and set it up. And I just thought, that touches my heart because I got my daughters, my kids. I love that. But just the mentorship of what we do in our normal things. And it's more than that. All of our ministry leaders, we always encourage, hey, it's more than just the things we do. It's about who we become. So walking with people. So there's a whole bunch of things on the back of this connection card. You might check a box just to get connection. When there are good, godly people who connect with you, they will pour into you. That's the principle I believe in. So that's one way. And another way that you may be interested in mentoring or getting opportunity to grow, you may be saying, I want to become a better leader. I want to know how to make a difference in our community. I want to know how I can do something outside of the walls, even of these services. Well, there's something coming up, and I'm not going to get into all the details, but in a couple months, we at Saddleback Brea has been asked to lead a movement in Yorba Linda, which is in North OC, called the Love Yorba Linda movement. It's a big event, and we're going to be training up leaders from throughout the city. But guys, I want to help any one of you. If you want to do something in the community that makes a difference, we're going to be doing some training classes how you can make a difference. So if that's something that's interesting, I want to pour into you guys. Just write down again on the feedback, write Love YL, and I'll get you information that's coming up on how we can help you become a greater leader. All right, so there's a number of ways that you can do it. But there's a place for you to give. All right, so now I want you to still stay with me. I'm going to give you a couple more things. I know I'm giving a lot of different things. It sounds like a list, but because I'm telling you, we've been thinking and praying about ways that you can get mentorship and how you can give it. One way is maybe you're saying, man, I'm living out my purpose. I feel like God has given me an understanding and I want to pour into other people. Well, you can write down Purpose Coaching Mentor or PC Mentor, and we'll get in touch and help you pour into other people. And in another way, maybe you're saying, look, that sounds intimidating. I don't want to mentor another adult. I don't know what that would be like. Well, guess what? We have amazing kids and students here. Every single child, and again, you can think about your own life. If they don't have somebody pouring into them, I know in my life as a child, as a student, so many people took time with me and made a difference for me. You can do that for somebody here. If you're interested in helping with kids or with students, you can write down. Actually, there's on the back of this card, there's a checkbox for Saddleback Kids, which is all the way through 6th grade, birth through 6th, or Saddleback Students, which is 7 through 12. And another thing that we're doing is, if you want, actually today is a perfect day. If you're interested in checking out what it means to mentor and help kids, after this service at the 11 a.m. service, we're doing an SK or Saddleback Kids orientation. It's going to be right here in this classroom. Just hang out afterwards. You can actually find other people who care about kids, and you can serve and jump in right away. Guys, I gave you a whole bunch of things, I know, but I'm really hoping that you're going to find one way that you can be mentored, or you can mentor somebody else. It is going to make a difference in your life. I really believe that. Now, one of the things that we're doing right after this service, we're going to head over to our what we call our backyard patio. It's where we have our baptismal and everything. Guys, we're going to have a table with people. You can go and meet others out there and find out, not just by filling this out. At the end of the service, you can drop this in. We'll get in touch with you. But I'd love for you to come and talk with us. I'd love to hear some of the stories about ways that you'd like to mentor or how we can connect with you, because we're going to do it through relationships. And as you head out there, you know what? We're going to have a little treat for you. Instead of just going out there, we're going to give everybody heading out there a pack of Mentos, right? Because it's about mentorship, right? That's how my daughter, who's 3 years old, if I say mentor, she'd say Mento. So head out there afterwards. We're going to have some fun. But today, guys, you can go ahead right now. You can go ahead and pull out your message notes. Pastor Rick is continuing in this series, and actually this is part 2. Last week he started on a 2-part message on habits that help me to hold on in hard times. So go ahead and pull out these message notes, and let's join with Pastor Rick as we study the Word of God together.